Oh, hey, happy Friday the 13th. you know, Friday the 13th isn't really as bad as you think it is. It's just we've been taught that for so long. It would have been hilarious if this card was number 13, but it's kind of close because it's 31. So that actually makes me very happy that it's card number 31 because that is very good. It kind of helps what I'm saying because it shows that Friday the 13th is not a bad day at all. We were always taught that it was a bad day, but it's not a bad day. It's actually a very good, energetic, great day. And we've been taught all of our lives that Friday the 13th is horrible. That's like, hence those Friday the 13th movies and stuff like that. And everybody always, so when so many people think that it's a bad luck day, then the collective conscious is going to create bad luck because our thoughts become things, which is something that I've always spoke about. So it's very interesting because it's actually a day of love and stuff like that. And Valentine's Day is not actually a day of love. It's kind of funny how everything's so funky like that. But this made me laugh because thinking and saying that Friday the 13th, that's why I was coming here to say that it's not a bad day and that it's the actual opposite. So I got card number 31, which is 13 flipped. It's really cool. So I'm actually really excited to read this and see what it says. A friend of mine had posted that you are supposed to call on a goddess, like for help, for guidance. I think that's what I can't quote what she wrote because I forget now, but so that inspired me. Friday the 13th, get out my goddess cards and see what they say. So this is the card. It's really, really pretty. And the goddess is Nyx. I know you can probably hear my cat out there meowing because he wants to come in here, but I'm not letting him in right now. Okay, hold on now. There's that. Okay. Nyx is a primordial deity and a personification of night from Greek mythology. Even in the darkness under her domain, life can flourish. She oversees those who are forgotten or abandoned or lost in the darkness. In her body is a sea of stars. Rest and let your consciousness fade for a little while. The darkest times that we have is when you end up kind of growing the most, is when you push yourself to feel all the darkness and come through all the darkness. And then after you go through all that darkness, you come out like quite a bit stronger, quite a bit stronger than you were before you went into the darkness. And I think that, like, that's like with today, like with today being Friday the 13th, why don't we, instead of it being dark to us, instead of us thinking that this is some dark day and that it's going to be all bad luck and all doom and gloom, why don't we look for the stars in the day and actually try to think of, well, why don't we call it our good luck day? Like, it's Friday the 13th, we're going to have awesome luck today. Try to shift it so you can change that dark from the light. Just like when you go through a dark problem in your life, like a dark time, and then you come through and you shine and you're so much better than you were through the dark. So it's all about perspective. It's about changing your thoughts, changing the way that you see things, and changing the way that you want to put yourself through the dark. Like, if you just want to sit in the dark and think of all that, then that's probably, you're going to attract a lot more of that into you, and you're just going to get darker and darker. I don't know if this really sounds any, like, makes any sense or not, but it does to me. Just because I'm saying it, but the card, like, just do that. Instead of seeing Friday the 13th as a dark day, think of it as being bright. Think of it as being light. Think about it as being one of the best days of the year. Whenever we get Friday the 13th, be excited about it. Be excited about it and see if you change it up, right? See if you can change it. But when you're out in town and stuff like that, it kind of can be hard because, like I said, so many people are thinking about it and thinking that, it's Friday the 13th, it's bad, all this bad stuff is going to happen. If we start changing that, maybe next year when we have Friday the 13th, it'll be better. I don't, right? Like, just try to, next we could have one in 6 months, you know? But if you tell yourself now, start changing your mind on it and looking at it differently than what we've looked at it for all these years, who knows? You could win the lottery next Friday the 13th. Wouldn't that be fantastic? I bet you that would change your mind on it. Anyway, have a super night. Mad love for all y'all. You know this. I'll see you again another day. Have fun.